Hello, my Vumbaya ladies. It's Allison, your beauty expert at Vumbaya. Today, we're going to answer a question. We're going along the lines of answering your questions still for this month. This is the month of October, and we are answering questions. So if you have a question and you want it answered about beauty, you just write it down below and we will try to get back to you, okay? So today I'm answering Lucy from Minnesota. She says, asks, how do I get rid of my double chin? I'm so glad you asked because we all probably have wondered that at some time or another. So whether you have a double chin, jowls that are, if you look in the mirror and you're like, if you're doing this when you look in the mirror, which I have been doing lately, it comes with this age that after a while, the muscle under the skin and the elastin and all the things that basically used to hold our skin up, they get weaker and weaker. And, a double chin also can be a loose chin. Like this is my problem area too. I'm always like this. And then a double chin is more of like a fuller face here, where this doesn't have, your jawline isn't pronounced. That's really what we're going after. We want our jawline to be pronounced. We want it to be nice and straight, along here, whether it's going out or drooping here or there. Okay, let's see, what can we do, right? So let's go ahead and review, when we were using bronzer, I touched base on this a little bit, and this kind of goes into the category of contouring. I touched base on it there too, but contouring, but getting rid of a double chin is basically you want this part, any part that is coming out, like a chin, jowls, or loose neck here, you want it to go in. So when you want things to go in, what do? You put a dark shade there. You basically make it contoured. You make it go in. Dark makes things smaller, just like when you wear a pair of black pants or, a black dress. You basically wear black because it makes you look thinner. So, and then highlight, you make things pronounced and make them bigger, right? So when you're highlighting these areas, it's making it come out. Well, this area, we want it to go in, right? So what do you think we would be using? Well, we're going to use a bronzer. Okay, what's the first step? The first step is always make sure everything's hydrated, and you can do that with a serum or whatever you have. This is a really awesome, this is actually a rose serum, and don't forget to put your skincare on your neck, ladies. This is really important. I usually carry my skincare all the way down to this is called your décolleté. You want this to be, a lot of us have had a lot of sun damage in this area, and that is going to, and this skin is very delicate. So all this area needs to have skincare as well. So anytime you put skincare on your face, you want to carry it down into your neck and your décolleté and on your hands. Okay, so now that that's hydrated, we want to come in with a fluffy brush or a contoured brush or an angled brush. This is really good for contouring and making sure those angles are there. Now what we want to do is we want to make the jawline appear like where it really is. So you feel around for your bone, and the edge of your bone is obviously your jawline, right? So sometimes I do this with a bronzer, a darker powder. This is like a darker concealer. This is a darker powder and a bronzer. If you want to do it with a creamy product, I would literally just take this creamy product and literally draw a line where I want the edge to be. And that's a little bit more technical. Like if I want this to go away, I'm gonna literally paint on a line there. That's my little jowl. I want that to go in, right? So I can do that with a creamy concealer. I can just make a line there, and that might be a little bit too complicated, and buff it out like that. For something that's really quick and really easy, you want to take your brush, your contour brush, take your darker powder, your bronzer or powder, darker powder or contour, and you want to take this part where the taller part is on the outside, and you want to just start going like this. And right away you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so much. But look at that. It already looks like I have a shadow there, okay? And when something's coming out, if you have a bulge here, you want to make sure that that's nice and that's shadowed. So here's my little neck here, my neck. And I do this every day. I usually, contour and powder my neck every day. And now I'm coming a little bit beyond my natural jawline. So it's overlapping a little bit and just making a nice soft shadow. And then I'm carrying it back behind the ear, and then I'm blending. Okay. Other side, see how it just kind of like gives you that nice, and you can actually come all the way down to make it nice and one with your skin. And then I'm coming here, carrying that up there behind the ear, a little on the ear. Why not on the ear? Because we don't want white ears and then everything else is a little bit darker, And again, the shape of that brush is doing all the work. I'm stippling it under, stipple, stipple. And that is going to give you a smaller neck because now everything is darker and it's going in. That's your tip. Try it today. Remember, it's only makeup. You can always wash it off and start over. That's the beauty of it. So try that today. Take a darker powder, a contour, an angled brush, and or a contour powder, and just come in there and chisel out your neck, contouring it all the way down, and anything that's coming out, it will make it look like it's going in. Speaking of going in, sometimes I know that sometimes we get double chin or big cheeks or what have you when we wake up and we're bloated, right? We're bloated because we've either eaten too much food with sodium in it. Let's say you went out to eat the night before. Restaurant foods have a lot of sodium in it, and you get up the next morning and you feel bloated because, and you usually don't have a double chin, but that morning you do. Well, there's a solution for that, and I absolutely love these. I have one in my purse. It's called DeBloat, and it's by Vumbaya, and it's a probiotic. So I don't know if you guys know about probiotics, but really probiotics help your gut and help you maintain a healthy gut. And especially when you eat foods that are, bloating your stomach, your face, whatever, this is gonna help you. And you just take one. I usually take one after I feel like I've eaten too much or I feel like my stomach feels very bloated. This is gonna help you de-bloat, exactly what it says. So that's gonna help flush out a lot of that if you're carrying a double chin just because of, a night of eating out or sushi or soy sauce or any of those things. So those are 2 tips. I'm Allison, your Vumbaya beauty expert, and I hope this helped you. Like I said, if you have any specific questions that we have not covered yet, this is your month to get them answered. So type below whatever you want to know about beauty in this most wonderful time of our lives so we can be our best selves. Until next time, you guys, bye.